Hello and welcome to Deadline Horror News Live here for March 9th, 2022. I'm Josh, and as always, I'm joined here with Donnie
Yo.
and the Professor Smoke.
What's up?
And we are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast. And as always, of course, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to be notified down below when we upload new videos. When we go to, live on these live streams, you don't want to miss anything we got going on here. To become a supporter of the Spook Show, go over to patreon.com/AA Spook Show and sign up to become a patron. We have levels starting at $1, $3, all the way up to a crazy $1,000 Spook Show Insanity level. We've got video minisodes featuring the Library of the Professor every Tuesday, bonus podcast every month like Spook Show Rewind, Crapsterpiece Theater, Professor's Retro Review articles, tons more. It seems like we're adding stuff every other week. So lots of stuff going on over on Patreon. So you don't want to miss that. That's patreon.com/AA Spook Show. We remind you that episode 98 of the regular podcast is out now. And it's our latest Spook Show Spotlight, 100 Years of Horror, 1922, where we basically just take a deep dive. There were 6 movies that we could find at least.
Yep.
All silent films. 2 of them were lost films that we discuss. And we just kind of take a deep dive into those that all came out in the year 1922. So we figured it was an appropriate time because I believe it was this past Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, was the 100th anniversary of the release of Nosferatu. So kind of commemorate that. So we talked about that and, the 5 other horror-related movies, I should say, that came out in the year 1922. So it's not often we get a chance to talk about silent films. We've never done any here on the Spook Show. So go check that out. It's episode 98 that's out right now. And then next Monday, episode 99 will be out, and we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. What a way to celebrate, huh? With Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun 5. For some reason, this is the way we decided to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But this one came out in the year 2000. So if you've ever watched that movie, come check out. Come have a good time with us talking about it. I guess we had a good time. You have to wait and see.
Thing is, no, like it's always better with movies like this. It's always better to. I don't want to say it's better. It's just
it is better.
More fun to talk about.
Yeah.
With you guys than sometimes.
Yeah, if it were just you like sitting there watching this movie miserably and then just cutting it off, it's like drinking by yourself or something. You need intervention. There's a problem. If that's the way you're doing it.
That's a good way to put it.
But yeah, anyways, that's next Monday. At 6 p.m. That'll be Monday, March 7th at 6 p.m. East. Unless you're a patron at the $5 level, you will get it early. We also want to go ahead and throw out that this month's Crapsterpiece poll is now out in the ether. You can vote in various ways. You can, for a matter of fact, you can comment on this video right now if you're watching and you just want to go ahead and cast your vote. You can go over to patreon.com/AA Spook Show. You don't have to become a patron to vote. The poll's right there. Or you can just find where we've posted it on our various social networks, Facebook, Twitter, the rest, and you can cast your vote there. But the 4 options this month, God, this is just as bad as last month, really. By the way, last month, before I go into it, the winner was Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. And we are going to be paying that off over on Patreon this month. So later this month, you'll finally hear us talk about Garbage Pail Kids. But this month, we've got The Apple, the canon cult classic. I don't even know if you want to say that. It's not.
You don't.
The canon crap classic. You've got Nothing But Trouble, the Chevy Chase. What a weird movie Nothing But Trouble is. Of what I recall. Of course, Smoke recommends the best of all the Jaws movies, Jaws 4: The Revenge. And then, which technically that's Will's choice, just to throw that out there. But Smoke's actual choice was Troll 2. So we've got 4 completely separate steaming piles of turd for you to choose from.
Man. I have never seen Troll 2. I have seen it on lists of worst movies of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
I'd say it, I
That's
don't
gonna be
know. I don't know if Nothing But Trouble or Jaws: The Revenge would make a, like you say, worst of all time type lists. I'm sure they're on some list somewhere because
I'll tell you what. That
they all suck
after
for various
seeing, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm just saying they both suck for various reasons. But I guarantee you, Troll 2 and The Apple will probably be on any list you see.
Yeah, after looking at the trailer for the Apple, God, I was just angry. I was just like,
Yeah,
what
now-
the heck is this?
Now imagine recently watching that, like I did. God, I didn't even do it for the show. I have no excuse. But anyways, yeah, go vote in the various ways and let your voice be heard. The only comment we have so far from Cash 5000 there said, "If looks could kill with Richard Grieco."
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I guess that's what he's recommending. But you know, that maybe that'll make another list at another time. But from these four, that's enough crap. We don't need any more crap. So that's enough. That's enough smeared on the screen right there for you to choose from.
This is part 2, right? Crapsterpiece 2. This time it's personal. Wait, wasn't that the Jaws title?
Crapsterpiece 2: The Legend of Curly's Gold.
Awful.
Anyway, so that's out there, the latest Crapsterpiece Theater poll. So go vote. And like I said, comment right here on the video if you're watching and you just want to go ahead and cast your vote. But coming soon, we have our coming soon little teaser that we started doing last week. We update it now with the fact that we don't know yet what episode 101 is going to be. But episode 100 will be coming along. We're going to be sitting there doing a watch along commentary, in Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, if you will, however you want to frame it. A Frankenhooker. So that's going to be a good one. Highly anticipated episode 100. We finally made it. And then we kick off our next 100 episodes. The episode 101. It's going to be a horror movie, but it's up to Will. It's his choice. He pulled the first straw as far as being able to pick. So that's basically what the premise is from here on out. Every 2 weeks, we're going to do our normal horror reviews over on the podcast, but it's going to be up to one of us. So Will gets first choice. And then after that, 2 episodes later, it'll be me, Josh. And then 2 episodes after that, it'll be Donnie. Then 2 episodes after that, it'll be Professor Smoke. So
we're still going to do the new kind of the new horror movie, old horror movie.
Go back and forth.
Switcheroo.
So that's all we can tell you right now is that the episode 101 will be up to Will, and it's going to be an older choice, which means 1999 back is an older choice. So we can't, we're not in a position to reveal what that is just yet, but probably by next week we can definitively tell you what that's going to be. So I guess that's enough build up, Donnie. So I'll just toss it to you for the latest deadlines and horror news.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if you guys have seen this trailer. It's called "You Won't Be Alone." If you watch the trailer, it was actually released a few days ago by Focus Features. It's a name we all familiar with. It has some, you watch some trailers and it'll have those little fig leaves or whatever the hell those things are. And it has some quotes about, review quotes. Well, this one has some, fairly prestigious, I guess you would say, promising reviews, kind of included with it. They're saying it's or one specific one said, this is the best folk horror film since The Witch. Have either of you seen this trailer?
I did, and when I saw that quote, I just knew Smoke's ears would perk up. Like, whoa, wait a minute! The best folk horror film since The Witch.
Yeah, that's saying a lot. So hopefully I have not seen the trailer yet, but I'll be checking it out after the show's done, pretty much.
Now I know it's got I think this is how you say her name, Noomi Rapace, who was in Lamb. So that should tell you what you're in for right there. Just ground floor. She's in it. She was in Lamb. Let's go from there.
Yep.
It looks interesting though. Smoke, did you get a chance to check out the trailer for this yet, or
no? I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah, I'll have to send that
Not
over.
Yet.
To you.
I'll definitely check it out after we're done with this.
Yeah, I think you'll find it interesting for sure. But yeah, that quote when I saw that, I was like, whoa, 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 slow down here, Hoss. Let's let's see here. But I think when does it come out? I think it was April 1st, something like that.
Yeah. So all of this praise could be a complete joke.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the business of trailers and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's what
And
they
then
exist for. The hype.
It'll be 2 more trailers, and then by the end of 1, 2, and 3 trailers, you have the entire movie. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's why you keep it to only one trailer, like myself. Like I only try to watch one.
Yeah, like a teaser or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Maybe the first full trailer or something, but for any movie, like after that, I don't really want to see anymore. Like, all right, I'm tapping out.
I'm the same way. Like I don't for any anticipated release, I try not to watch any trailers at all. Try to go in fresh. But yeah, this looks to be interesting. Should be one to check out.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on to Predator. So this is it's a prequel. Obviously, it's being set in 1719. It's going to take place before any of the prior movies. But it's going to be a Hulu original, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who also directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's not really sure when it's going to be released, but it will be a Hulu exclusive, set to be released this summer. We just don't have a hardline date.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think we mentioned this here before, like, within the last couple months or so, about how there was going to be a Predator prequel.
Yeah. We just didn't at that time. We didn't know a whole lot about it. It was just kind of announced. I think 20th Century Fox or 20th Century Pictures, whatever it was. They did a interview with the Hollywood Reporter, stating that they were going to, I guess, partner with Hulu and release some, kind of like, I believe they said, what is the term for it? Kind of creative swings. Takes like some new, I guess, kind of new take on some favorite franchises, or favorite, not really franchises, but favorite titles from the Fox library. So it'll kind of be interesting to see what transpires.
Yeah, especially with this, a prequel of Predator set in the Great Plains in 1719. That is interesting. It's an interesting take on it.
Something they also mentioned as far as the mood. They said the mood may be similar to like The Revenant, which if you kind of go back and think about how just kind of drab everything kind of was. It'll be interesting to see the Predator and in that light.
Yeah.
So moving on to Hammer. This is
that picture.
Yeah, Eddie Izzard, man. So it was actually announced that in November of last year that Hammer Films is actually they formed Hammer Studios Limited, and they were gonna restore classic horror movies as well as making new horror movies. So this announcement that they're gonna basically Hammer Studios is relaunching with Dr. Jekyll. That's currently shooting in the UK, but this project will be the first new project under that directive to make new movies under the Hammer Studios. So certainly be interesting to keep an eye out on that. See how.
What do you think, Smoke? A Dr. Jekyll remake with Eddie Izzard as the lead.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, what was the? Didn't they do a couple of Dr. Jekyll movies, Hammer, originally? I can't remember what the.
Yeah, at least a couple of them.
Was it Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde? Was that theirs?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. I'm not sure if they did that one or not.
Yeah.
There's been like, what, 24 Dr. Jekyll
it's kind of hard to keep all of them straight. What studio made which one?
Yeah. It was especially back, say like, 70s, 60s back, man. Like there's just tons of them, it seems like. They kind of finally stopped doing it at some point in the 80s, but like
that well, it took a while for that well to run dry.
Yeah.
Because there was all kind of different takes too. Like I said, the Dr. Jekyll Sister Hyde, there was at least 4 or 5 different versions of, rather than just the standard, original story, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But I think now I guess it's been a while, so now I guess I'll have a fresh take because I don't know when the last time a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movie was made. So,
well, look, them relaunching Hammer Studios or Hammer Films, however you want to phrase it, it's called Hammer Studios now. But just you don't want to shit on that brand. You don't want to, you don't want to mess that up. So
yeah,
as long as they stay true to what Hammer was, I'm interested. So we'll see where it goes.
Hopefully they won't change it up too much. I mean, change up what they've come back with has been good too so far. As far as the movies they relaunched with. So hopefully it stays in that vein.
Was that it, Donnie? That's all the old headlines?
Yeah, sorry, I get a little distracted. I get blood dripping down my leg. I have no idea.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So apparently I scratched the scab or something. I didn't realize it. So, weird.
Anyways,
moving on.
We got here is a fan convention. There's only one going on this weekend, and that's this Friday, March 11th through Sunday, March 13th. And that's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and it's called Monster Mania Con 49. You can go to monstermania.net for information, but it looks to be a pretty good one. Guests include Michael C. Hall. Like there's like 4 or 5 people from Dexter, including Michael C. Hall. Stephen Dorff, who from what it said on that website, it said this is his first ever con appearance, which I find that kind of hard to believe. Maybe it's the first time. I mean, maybe I guess it's possible, but I would think this dude would have shown up at a convention at some point or another. But maybe it's the first time he's at this convention. I'm not sure, but it said first con appearance on there. Also, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, Kane Hodder, tons more. So a lot of the usual suspects, but still, it's going to be looks like a pretty loaded convention. So if you're up in the Cherry Hill, New Jersey area,
was it? Stephen Dorff used to be a spokesman for
did you say a smokesman?
I did say a spokesman. Yeah, because
that's wildly appropriate for what you're talking about. Please tell me that you call them smokesmans.
Yeah, that's what they should be called. Yeah, why? God, man. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Anyway. So anyways, if you're up in the Cherry Hill, New Jersey area, that you got that going on, and then the box office report this week is pretty much with the exception of the new #1 film, it's pretty much the same as it's been the last couple of weeks. They're at number 5, down from 4, Death on the Nile. Number 4, down from 3, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Number 3, down from number 2, Dog. And from number 2, or at number 2, down from number 1, Uncharted in its 3rd week. And now the new number 1 at the box office, The Batman. It made a little over 134 million in its first week there, including the Thursday night. So that's pretty impressive. And plus that was really the only movie that opened up this week. So that's really the only other one. Scream is still in the top 10, by the way. It made a little over $575,000 in its 8th week. So it's just made $80.2 million in the time it's been out. Just figured I'd mention that since that's important to the people that are watching. But Spider-Man still number 4 in 12 weeks. Still number 4. So
wow,
that's the box office update. And new releases this week. As you see there, we've only got 4. Tomorrow, March 10th, over on Shudder, we've got The Seed. Then Friday, both of these are on video on demand, Friday the 11th. The Exorcism of God, which that just sounds brutal, and Off Season. And then next Tuesday, March 15th, on DVD and I assume Blu-ray and video on demand, Sin Eater. Now that one has Bill Moseley in it, so if you're a Bill Moseley fan, you might want to go check that one out. But I haven't seen any trailers for any of these, but yeah, sound interesting enough. So we'll find out. I'm sure at one point or another we'll watch some of these and we'll report back if they're worth a damn. And one horror anniversary date, and this is actually the 15th. So that's next Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday will be the birthday of David Cronenberg, the director of The Fly. What else has Cronenberg done? Smoke off the top of your head.
Oh God, I mean, he did the Videodrome, Scanners, which, well, speaking of, I mean, we need to get some Cronenberg on the show. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Have we done any Cronenberg though?
I don't think we
have.
have.
We have not.
Yeah, we definitely have to remedy that. Hell, Rabid, that was another one.
Yeah.
Dead Ringer.
He'll be what's the quick math there? He'll be 69. Sound good?
69, dudes.
Let's see. 93, 3, carry the 2. He'd be 79, I think. Yeah, sounds right.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be 79 on Tuesday. So happy birthday, David Cronenberg, since we won't be on here until next Wednesday, and that'll be after his birthday. So happy birthday. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it though. That's the only horror anniversary date this week. So like we said off the top, we've got the Crapsterpiece Theater poll that's out now. Vote on your choice. You've got The Apple, Nothing But Trouble, Jaws the Revenge, that's Jaws 4, and then Troll 2. Don't bother with Troll 1, just go straight to Troll 2. That's enough troll.
Don't bother with the halfway decent troll movie, just go straight to the second.
Yeah, go to the pile of shit waiting at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, 4 turds there for your watching pleasure or your listening pleasure. If you're one of those kind of people that enjoys the suffering of others, then go ahead and choose the form of your destructor.
Choose or perish.
Clear your minds, everybody. Don't say The Apple. God Almighty. And like we said, this is a Patreon exclusive. So whenever we do it, just like when we do the Garbage Pail Kids here pretty soon, by the end of the month, those are only on Patreon. So you want to join us up over at patreon.com/AASpookShow to get that and tons of other stuff. Spook Show Rewinds, Library of the Professor's Retro Reviews, everything else we got going on over there. Patreon.com/AASpookShow is the place to be. So I guess that's it, guys. So I guess for Will, who couldn't be with us, which I can't remember whether we mentioned him off the top, but he couldn't be with us today. He's on assignment. But for Will and for Donnie and the Professor Smoke, I'm Josh. We are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast, and come back next week for another edition of Deadline Horror News.
See you guys
later.